Unsinkable Sam is the nickname of a ship's cat who served during World War II with both the German Navy and the Royal Navy, and he survived the sinking of 3 ships during the war. The name Oscar was given by the crew of the British destroyer HMS Cossack that rescued him from the sea following the sinking of the German battleship Bismarck. The name Oscar was derived from the International Code of Signals for the letter O, which is code for man overboard. The black and white patched cat was owned by an unknown crewman of the German battleship Bismarck. It's thought that he was taken onto the ship to catch mice. Oscar was on board the ship on the 18th of May, 1941, when he set sail on an operation translated to mean Rhine exercise, which also happened to be the Bismarck's only mission. Bismarck was sunk after a fierce naval battle on the 27th of May, and only 115 of her crew of over 2,100 men survived the engagement. Hours later, Oscar was found floating on a board and picked up from the water by the British destroyer HMS Cossack. Unaware of what his name had been on the Bismarck, the crew of the Cossack named their new mascot Oscar. His original owner is thought to have been killed when the Bismarck was sunk. The cat served on board Cossack for the next few months as the ship carried out convoy escort duties in the Mediterranean Sea and the North Atlantic Ocean. On the 24th of October 1941, Cossack was escorting a convoy from Gibraltar to Great Britain when she was severely damaged by a torpedo fired by the German submarine U-563. The crew were transferred to the destroyer HMS Legion, and an attempt was made to tow the badly listing Cossack back to Gibraltar. However, worsening weather conditions meant the task became impossible and had to be abandoned. On the 27th of October, a day after the tow was slipped, Cossack sank to the west of Gibraltar. The initial explosion had blown off 1/3 of the forward section of the ship, killing 159 of the crew. However, Oscar survived this too, and was brought to the shore establishment in Gibraltar. By now, he was nicknamed Unsinkable Sam. The cat was soon transferred to the aircraft carrier HMS Royal Ark, which coincidentally had been instrumental in the destruction of Oscar's first ship, the Bismarck. However, Sam was to find no better luck there, and when returning from Malta on the 14th of November 1941, this ship also was torpedoed, this time by U-81. Attempts were made to tow Ark Royal to Gibraltar, but the unstoppable inflow of water made that task futile. The carrier rolled over and sank 30 miles from Gibraltar. The slow rate at which the ship sank meant that all but one of the crew could be saved. The survivors, including Sam, who had been found clinging to a floating plank and described as angry but quite unharmed. They were transferred to HMS Lightning and the HMS Legion, which had also rescued the crew of the Cossack. HMS Legion would itself be sunk in 1942, while HMS Lightning would be sunk in 1943. The loss of Ark Royal proved the end of Sam's shipborne career. He was transferred first to the offices of the Governor of Gibraltar and then sent back to the United Kingdom, where he saw out the remainder of the war living in a seaman's home in Belfast called the House of Sailors. Sam died in 1955. A pastel portrait of Sam titled Oscar, the Bismarck's Cat, by the artist Georgina Shaw Baker is in the possession of the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich.